Good morning, good morning. What's good, everybody? It's been a long night for Manchester United fans. Only a short few hours ago, losing 3-0 to Liverpool in the last preseason friendly, guys. And as you know, we're going to need more. We're going to ask for more as fans. The performance wasn't as we expected, but there was decent positives to be taken from the game. And you know, guys, we're in the transfer market, so we need to bolster this squad. Without some of our major starters involved, and I would say for the likes of, Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, missing Diogo Dalot, Luke Shaw, as well as Lisandro Martinez, I would say we're definitely weaker without the bunch. And then they are all now back in training along with new signing Joshua Zirkzee, and they will be coming into the team. Some of them may be in time for the Community Shield versus Manchester City, but some of them may be in time for the Fulham game. How's it gonna go, guys? What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. It's your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan, and you know what it is, guys. I have to apologize. I was late, but the Trinity clock was not working this morning. I also stayed up pretty late last night to, get in the stream with you guys. So big up to all of you coming in. Big up to you, Kenny Fan TV. What's up with you, Brendan? You don't agree? Let me know what you're thinking, buddy. What's going on? Big up to you, Lumen. You should apologize. You're totally towards rivals and you're overconfident in the manager and your team. Why should I apologize for being confident? It's preseason. Do you expect to win every game in preseason? I don't think anyone does that. But big up to you, my bro. Hope you're well. Let's get into some of the comments and some of the things going on. You know what I mean? Right now, as you know, we're in for Bayern Munich's Matthias de Ligt. Still waiting for a green light on the double deal we're doing with Mazarawi. Mick, bro. You know, so he's basically supposed to be coming in this week. Hopefully, we can get the deal finalized and the green light given. As we have been reported, the player only wants Manchester United. Can Manchester United get these deals over the line? No, I'm not saying that we definitely, are lacking greatly, but we need to supplement the squad. Players need to be moving out and players need to be coming in. And that's only because we need to be stronger and we need to be more prepared in the profile that we have to play going forward. There's some interesting reports coming in, and we already know that, Mazraoui should be coming in the next couple of days. There's been some reports of him having a medical booked on Tuesday. Let's see how true that is, guys. It's going to be very interesting, especially knowing that Manchester United are expected to move Aaron Wan-Bissaka on so that we can make this signing. It's going to be one of those things, guys, where you can expect that Man United to do their best to complete the summer transfer window as they has planned and get in the signings that they expect to get in. And that only can make us stronger, guys. While we have not seen the likes of the entire first team perform, I would like to ask your thoughts on what you have seen so far. Let me know what you're thinking, guys. Big up to you, Brendan. What's good? What's good? You didn't miss anything, bro. Papi said he thinks we will lose, and I disagree with him. And I got it completely wrong. Big up to you, GB. What's good, bro? Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. We'll go through some transfers. There's a little bit of updates coming in. So I'm going to have a little more relaxed show this morning and talk to you guys about it in between. What are your thoughts? Let me know. But we're not the only team that lost. Man City lost. You know what I mean? Arsenal lost. Lots of teams lost this preseason, guys. I heard it's on Tuesday, to be fair, Mark Davies, so I don't think it's tomorrow. This is the same medical that we've booked, that they're claiming that we're booked for Mazraoui. It's on Tuesday. So that's one of the things I'm talking about. Big up to you guys coming in. Just because Liverpool have a new manager and haven't bought any players, some top rebels are writing them off. No, I wouldn't write them off. There's going to be a period of up and down, but they're playing with a system that's pretty similar to the one they've always been playing with. They have a depth in squad that was prepared for that system as well. So it's going to be interesting either way, guys. It's kind of like the same thing a lot of fans want United to shoot for. When you look at the fact, as a United fan, you want us to promote the youth. It's kind of the same thing that they have been going through. The only difference with Liverpool is they spent 9 seasons on the clock, and the 9 seasons of the clock prepared them and their academy to continue further in their progression in that system. Now they can dip into the academy without having to make signings. But this is the goal. that Manchester United is aiming for as well, to make, sparing signings. You bring in a star player from here or there, but the majority of the team comes from the academy. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. We're still in a developmental phase. Like I say, guys, I'm looking at the levels of the players last night, looking at the intensity. Of course, there are going to be some players who are sharper than others. And of course, you're going to see some players who are just not cutting the mustard. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Better losing a friendly than winning it. I'm happy. Randy, sometimes I agree with you all the time, my brother. Big up. 48 more to 700 subscribers, guys. Don't forget to smash those likes and let's keep this community growing. Please, every single like you smash, it shares the channel to our next possible subscriber, next possible Man United fan, and member of the community. Let's keep on growing, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not writing off Liverpool this season. Liverpool for top four. Wow, Kenny, your view shifted quick. Big up, my brother. You know what I mean? Bro. Like I already said my honest opinions on the Community Shield. Like, I think some people rate it as a big competition. I think some people rate it as something. I mean, it's a Community Shield. I would like to win it. If we don't win it, I'm not that fussed about it. You know what I mean? I've always been like that ever since I was a child. And back then it was called the Charity Shield. So maybe that's why I felt like that, because it was called the Charity Shield. And you know what I mean? But I don't belittle any of the cups. You've never heard me belittle any trophy. I wanted to win the Carabao just as much as I want to win the FA Cup, just as much as I want to win the Europa Cup. Because if we're in it, I want to win it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, Nbeck, coming in. Any news on Ugarte? Embarrassing seeing Casemiro on Liverpool 1-0 goal. Yeah, I mean, these things happen to the best of them, you know what I mean? I've seen it happen to Van Dijk. I've seen it happen to Rice. I've seen it happen to some of the best defenders in the world, even Paolo Maldini once. So it's interesting. I think the only update I could give for Ugarte is that PSG has agreed to a loan with an option or an obligation to buy, and Man United are still in talks. As you know, Manuel Ugarte is our priority signing this summer for the midfield. So I would expect him to be coming in next week, guys. It's not like I'm just saying that. I think we're going to see a lot of movement in and out of the club in this next 5 days coming, because the window is very important, and there might be, some major shifts and twists. It's just interesting. It doesn't really matter what other clubs do. It's all about Man United being at its best, no having to depend on other teams failing. 100%, Brendan. Like realistically, I think a lot of fans spend so much time looking at what every single other team is doing, that they forget that we have our own issues, we have our own problems, and we have our own direction that we need to go. Like, we need to do what we have to do to get ourselves back to our best. You know what I mean? When we look at what Liverpool is doing, Man City is doing, all of these teams had their time when they were not at their best, and they got to their best over a period of years. It took Klopp what 4 or 5 seasons to win his first trophy, to win his first major trophy, and then he went on to win what two Champions League, and then he didn't win anything again for a long time. You know what I mean? He won a Carabao Cup, I believe, last season. I think Pep won a lot of trophies in his tenure at Man City with a team that was prepared for him, both with funding, both with the quality of players, both with the technical staff. Everything was right there when he came into the club. He didn't have to build that club up from a situation of disrepair or disrepute. Like, Manchester United is going through some difficult times right now. We have been through this for the last decade, guys. Poor business decisions, poor spending, not purchasing players based on profile. And we expect these things to be solved in one season. We expect to suddenly, catch up to Man City in like a year. Hey, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? So yeah, what I mean, Brendan. Like, this was my honest opinion of the Community Shield since I was a kid. It was a friendly. You know what I mean? It wasn't, whoever lifted it, they lifted it, and it was great. Big up to you, Nikhil. Thank you so much for that. Congratulations, my bro. Big up, big up, big up. I care about the rivals, Luman. Don't get me wrong. I care about the rivals, but at the same time, they are at a different stage than we are currently. if you look around, all the rivals that we compare ourselves to have a manager that has been at their club for more than 5 seasons. You know what I mean? Arsenal has Arteta for 5.5 seasons. This is going to be 6.5 seasons right now. This season coming here, you know, Klopp. I mean, Liverpool had their team built over 9 seasons. It's the same thing with Manchester City. So it's interesting, guys. Like, I'm not trying to say that we don't need to catch them. Of course we do, but it's going to take us a little bit of time. You know what I mean? We've been doing the wrong thing for a decade, and only in the last 2 seasons we've kind of been trying to fix things. And it's going to be a bumpy road to get players out, especially after they got comfortable in this culture of mediocrity. And that's the most interesting part, guys. It's not like we don't expect the team to be one of the best in the world and keep the standards of high performance, high quality game and win games, score goals, create well, defend well. Of course, this is what we want. This is the minimum standard for Manchester United. We should be always finishing, if not first, second. We should always be winning all the competitions we're in. And this is just how I feel. So if we're losing, of course I'm going to be disappointed, just like you are going to be disappointed. But at the same time, I'm realistic in the fact that I know Manchester United can do better, but it's going to take some time. You know, we have lots of players in the squad that who are overrated, be it homegrown talent or be it players that we've bought. And then we have been paying these guys enormous salaries and they've just been rotting away. You know what I mean? And there's also, chaos in the club itself. There's problems with the stadium as well. We have to build a new stadium. But it's exciting right now because we're seeing direction of change. We're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel right now in what they've been doing. You know, we have a best in class structure for the first time in a decade, and we have some owners that are trying their best to do what is right on the football field, to make it about winning on the pitch again. And that's the important thing, but the task is going to be a long one, guys. It's going to be a long one. Lindelof sounds like he got injured last night. What? That's crazy. I haven't seen any reports about that. Of course, I just woke up, guys. Just being very honest and transparent. I did just wake up. You know what I mean? So big up to you guys. You know, it's all about Man United planning and being successful in the long term. And we're going to have to drop some games, guys. You know what I mean? We have to get players out, improve the system. It's going to take some time for us to improve everything, but we will be getting there, guys. And that's the biggest thing that we have to take note on. We're going to be moving forward. Of course, we could say drastically right now, we need to sign players now. We need to get in players now, sell everyone now. You know, guys, it has to we has to do it in a stage. We don't have the finances to do it at the moment, and I'm not saying we can't afford to, because we probably can. But according to the FFP regulations, we can't spend that amount of money. So now we have to take it slow, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to watch at times. But we have to be patient as fans. 100%, Nikhil. 100%. I'm ready to get everyone back together, get the whole band in Carrington, let them train, let them enjoy themselves together, and let's see what we get up. Because I think there's a lot of improvement to be had when you make the additions of some of the players returning. I think Garnacho is certainly going to be a even greater threat going forward this season. I think he's going to be way more clinical. I look at the fact that there's players like Bruno who's got a full 3 weeks to a month of rest, which was necessary. He played so much football last season. He had a lot of injuries as well. And I could see him coming back being fully fit and ready to go. And a fit Bruno is a dangerous player, guys. Everyone knows how good he can be. You know what I'm saying? You have the likes of a Kobbie Mainoo after a meteoric rise last season, coming back into this team, looking to take it to the next level. He also just signed a brand new sponsorship deal with Nike. This guy is going to be looking to do some things this season. So he's going to have a lot of players coming in who are looking at higher goals in the current system that we have right now. Imagine Kobbie Mainoo in that midfield last night. We would have done lots better. Lisandro Martinez, he just won the Copa with Argentina, just like Alejandro Garnacho. And I would think Lisandro Martinez was one of the best players in Argentina for that tournament. Guys, we're gonna be going, guys. Trust the process. You know what I mean? You got to trust the process, to be fair. You know what I mean? Pep made City, be honest. Well, I'm being honest, bro. Pep came to City, and City had what? They were spending some. They were buying players left, right, and center. They signed 54 players under Pep Guardiola. You know what I mean? 54, bro. That's an bro. That's an average of 7 players a transfer window, bro. That's a nice amount of players. I would like to sign that amount of players, to be fair. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, guys. We need to do the same things. We need to progressively improve the squad every transfer window until we get it right. It's like what Pep did. Pep did is win his first season. You know what I mean? So it happens. There's a recipe for success, but every chef thinks they can improve it. That's where they fail. 100%, bro. You need to invest in the squad. You need to get the players training together. The players need to be fit. They need to perform well. The coach needs to pick the right tactics. And then, you hope that you're the best team on the day. Because on every day, it's the best team. It's not about the best team on paper. Paper only works when you're speaking theoretically, to be honest. Dalot only coming at the end of the transfer window. Remember, when he walks into the door, he's going to lose a lot of money because he's taking a big cut. I mean, yeah, but there could be performance-related bonuses in his contract. If we get Champions League, that will bump his contract up higher than what he was earning before. So I think it will work itself out, guys. What Pep effect, bro? Pep was at Bayern. What did he win but the Bundesliga, bro? Nothing. When Pep was at Bayern, he won nothing but the Bundesliga, my brother. You know what I mean? So he have the perfect situation going on at Man City, bro. He has the money to buy any player he wants. He has a structure that will do what his bidding. You know what I mean? And he built that over 9 seasons. Of course, it's gonna look amazing. You know what I'm saying, bro? It wasn't like they were organic. Like, they didn't have to work from the ground up and work with FFP, ignore a budget. They broke every single rule when it comes to buying players, my brother. They have 115 charges. It's not just the Pep effect. It's the fact that they did extraneous effects, bro. They overspent on getting players. They probably even tapped up players or whatnot. And they did what they have to do to be the best in the shortest period of time they could possibly do that. So you can't really just accredit all of that on Pep, bro. They didn't even do that in an actually, like, in a fair manner. So if it was done at the same level, if it was done on the same level, bro, as any other team in the league who had to organically build themselves up, they would never be where they are today. I will never believe that, bro. As good as Pep is, he's not that good. He's proven that at Bayern Munich. Jarwick is going to take 3 transfers of possibility to get. It would take like about 6, Kenny. We have lots of deadwood in that squad. I'm just finished hearing it at ETH interview. He says a knock, so there's maybe a hope that he's not hurt badly. 100%. You guys want to check out the interview? I'll bring it up on the screen right now so you guys could see it, bro. Because I didn't watch it. I literally just woke up. So let's see. Let's see. Boom. Let's check this interview out, guys. Let's hear what the manager had to say.
Not the result we wanted to enter, but just give us your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, there were mixed feelings, I would say. I think I have seen positive bits, but yeah, the way we concede goals, we are of course not happy with it. And of course, Liverpool, very good side. They play very aggressive. They have a lot of goal-scoring abilities, so they did it very well. But yeah, the way we conceded, we are not happy with.
Obviously, we had a few chances ourselves as well. Do you think it could have been a different game if some of those early chances had gone in?
Yes, I think there were, as I said, good bits, and first goal is always very important, and I thought Liverpool played very well, but they were also very efficient.
What do you think of the young players who played today? Harry Emas was obviously up against Mo Salah. Tough task for him, but he played well.
Yeah, but I said already the other day, there is a potential and he has to improve. And I think in the last 12 days here in the tour, he had made big steps. He was really tested in defending, and he made a step forward. But there's still a long way to go.
Hopefully the injuries he suffered in the second half weren't too bad.
Always we have to see what's going on. The assessment, of course, with Will Fish, it's impact injury. But yeah, we had also to sub in half-time Jonny Evans because he was ill. Victor Lindelof, precaution. So yeah, there are some injuries, but we have to see how bad it will be.
And just a word for the fans here, because it was 77,000, it was sold out, it was brilliant support, wasn't it?
Really pleased. It was enjoyable to play here. The ambience, the fans, togetherness made a brilliant atmosphere, and it was really enjoyable to play in this atmosphere.
And back to Manchester now, are you looking forward to seeing the players again joining up and having the full squad back?
I just said, I think group and staff, everyone has done a great job. Always tough by the end of such a tour. But we are very pleased with all the effort they put in, and we came together, we worked on our game model, and now we have to fly back and we have to recover, and because it's tough, especially the last days and then such a tough game in the end. But yeah, you learn a lot about your team, and now we have to recover, and then we go to prepare the next game, and that is a big game.
Guys, that's pretty interesting to see. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with my camera there, but apologies for that. Big up to you. Oh, there's no name on the back of this kid, bro. There's no name on the back of this kid. It's just a kid. I don't got a name on it. Big up to you, though. Dean Smith. Big up to you. He doesn't seem scared, bro. I think you're misinterpreting him. But at the same time, I kind of agree with his comments. To be fair, I might be seeing something differently, but I kind of agree with what he was saying about that, in my honest opinion. Yeah, Simmer's been confirmed to Leipzig, bro. That's one of the disappointing situations in this transfer window as well. But, like, there's still, if the squad is one of those things where, for me, in this honest opinion, it's a rebuild. We're a work in progress, guys. I know some of you might be disagreeing. I don't expect Rashford to score 30 goals next season. I expect him to do better than last season, but I'm not expecting him to score 30 goals next season. You know what I mean? I actually think that he's one of the players we need to sell the most, in order to get our squad back in a certain mental focus. But at the same time, it's not my choice. And like I would say is, like, there's a lot of players in the squad that you might like, I might like, that, some people might be thinking we should sell them all. You know what I mean? At the same time, we're going to be bringing in some players. There's talks right now, depth talks with the likes of Adrian Rabiot to come into the midfield and help improve the situation. There's still the possibility that Christian Eriksen could be leaving, to Anderlecht or Ajax. So that's going to be an improvement, straight swap right there. There's going to be more possibilities coming in. Ugarte, we're expecting to get him. There's also reports we're looking at a next midfielder as well to help us in the development. He is lost in the process. What process, bro? Yeah, he doesn't need to be fighting the press over preseason, bro. Like, I think it's too much right now, bro. Like, some of the players, we haven't had the full squad train together. We've experienced 4 injuries, possibly 5 with the likes of Victor Lindelof. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. You know what I mean? We weren't expecting to lose Leny Yoro or Rasmus Hojlund. Marcus Rashford was back last night, but I'm thinking he's still carrying a little bit of a knock. He played an exact 45 minutes. And it would have been around this time where you might be giving a little more minutes to the starting players. So I was thinking that the base performance of the squad was decent. I think with all the rotations that we did, and based on the fact that we're missing some of our key starting players as well, I didn't think it was too bad. So in my honest opinion, what are your thoughts on what we can do with our full squad available with the additions that might possibly come in? I think that's more of the question and the line that we should be thinking right now. Malik Thiaw moved to Newcastle, and Maguire moved to Newcastle. Nicolas Gonzalez moved from Newcastle. Osula Medical done at Newcastle. Whoa, lots of deals for Newcastle right there. Big up to Newcastle right there. I mean, do you really want Eric Ten Hag to bash the players over preseason, my bro? Do you want him to slam them? You know what I mean? Oh, so this is what you're thinking. The only signing we will make is the Bayern right back. Save this. Okay, I will save it, bro. Big up for you for that. I think this week will sorely disappoint you guys. We will possibly make at least 2 signings this week. Based on the reports coming in, Scott McTominay should be leaving, this week as well. So it might be very interesting. You might want to think about that statement as well, my bro. Big up. Yeah, he needs at least more. He needs more players, at least 4 or 5. Of course, bro. Like, we are in total agreement there. We definitely need to be getting in 1 or 2 players. What are you seeing? What are you seeing, my bro? Like, we didn't even have our main midfield starting pairing there. So he's doing what he can with the players we have on offer right now, bro. And as you can see, some of the youngsters have been starting most of the games. And to be fair, Matata United, if you look at some of the youngsters playing, they're getting auditioned for squad rotational play next season. You know what I mean? Olmo, do you? I want to ask you a question, bro. Do you actually think what you're thinking it makes any sense, my bro? And the reason why I'm asking you this, because if you read the information posted on the new contract terms that Eric Ten Hag received, he and what the Ineos the structure has been saying, Dan Ashford in particular, Eric Ten Hag is guaranteed this season. So if you're hoping the manager might be sacked this season, you're gonna have to wait until 25, 26, because that's when he's probably gonna be able to be sacked, bro. Big up to you. Big up. To be fair, Kingdom FC, this is what I was looking at as well. Even when we beat Liverpool last season competitively in the FA Cup, when we beat him last season, when we beat Liverpool in the FA Cup, what did everyone say? Liverpool created so many chances. If they scored, they would have beat us by 10 goals. But we ended up winning the game 4-3, creating less chances but being more clinical. We saw on a flip of this when we played Liverpool last night. We created the most chances in the game, the most big chances in the game, but we weren't clinical at all. Liverpool created less chances than Man United, less than half the amount of chances we created. And then, they were clinical last night, so I handed it to them. But you got to give it to United, bro. Normally, we don't create so many chances without Bruno in the team. And that's a fair statement. Yeah, well, you can hope he's gone, but you have a whole year to hope about that, bro, because you're not going to get that realized until sometime next season. So, and I'm talking about 25, 26. So you got a whole season to go before you get that wish, bro. Big up. Last season, we had the same amount of chances as Man City. Hmm. The criticism, I don't know. Like, I'm not criticizing the manager for a team that doesn't feature. It's not our first 11. You know what I mean? It's nowhere near. It's preseason. He's doing the best he can with a mixture of youth and some of our players, and as well as fringe players in the squad. Man United are conducting business in the window to bring in more players to the squad. My criticisms of Eric Ten Hag is going to come in October, bro. I'm being fully honest with you. You know what I mean? Yes, stats don't give trophies, wins does. But do you guys say the same thing when United are winning games? No, 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 no. You guys be saying that we were the worst team, we deserve to lose most of the time. So you can't always have it both ways, guys. You can't make the excuse when it suits your agenda all the time. You gotta be balanced. You gotta keep the energy straight. You know what I mean? It's either you want us to just win games or you want to win games beautifully. Because when we were just winning games, everybody complained about a style of play. Now we're starting to have a style of play, everyone is mad that we're losing. It's like, what do we want next, bro? Yo, what do we want next, guys? Come on. Let me know. Tell me in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Because I think we are going to go on to have a much better season than we are all anticipating right now. You know what I mean? The fact that we look like we are playing, at least playing decent football, creating lots of chances, I could only see that getting better with some of the signings we are possibly going to make, and as well as our main first team starters coming back into the squad. We haven't even seen Joshua Zirkzee yet. And I think Joshua Zirkzee is going to shock us. I think he's a lot better than a lot of people think. I think he's going to provide an element that a lot of people don't know that we need, but we will be seeing it. Get rid of Maguire, Lindelof, Casemiro, and Scott. Why did Aaron Wan-Bissaka play last night? If he's on his way to West Ham, he could have got injured. I totally agree with you with that, Mark Davies, but this is a problem, because I think United was using this preseason as a shop window to sell some of their players, taking a risk while doing so. Luckily for us, Aaron Wan-Bissaka did not get injured, but as Yali Malmin is saying, it looks like Lindelof might have picked up a strain. Let's see what the information comes there. Hopefully he hasn't, because we need him to go to Fenerbahce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, consider how open the team was last season. I think there's a change coming. But Kingdom, we weren't so open last night. I think when we got more open as the more youth came in, but also because, I mean, we had Lindelof playing in defense, bro. I mean, Will Fish had a tough night last night coming off with an injury. Man, that was sad to see. That's number 5, for the preseason tour, and it looks like it's going to be a long one for the youngster, because when he twisted, his body went right, and his foot stayed down right where it was. It was stuck in the AstroTurf. So, guys, I'm feeling sad for Will Fish, to be fair, but I wish him a speedy recovery, because I would have liked to see him get some minutes in the Man United defense going forward this season. Negativity is for pussies. I heard a fan podcast blaming Erik ten Hag for the friendly injuries. I mean, anyone blaming a manager for impact injuries is insane. If it's a muscle injury, maybe we can agree there. You know what I mean? If you want to blame him for Hojlund, I could even understand. But at the same time, when you're blaming him on an impact injury, are you saying that what about the player who stepped on his foot? You know what I mean? People forget that. We will not pay the fee by and what, so that will be standstill. Ugarte is the same. Ugarte is coming in on a loan almost, so I don't know what you're talking about there. And on the buy-in fee, we are literally like maybe 3 to 5 million off. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Nero, a losing style of play. Yo, you know what I mean? It doesn't have our best players in the team, bro, so I can't really give it. While Liverpool boasted a majority of their starting 11 last night, all the excuses we could make for Liverpool, they still had at least 8 of their starting 11 players for next season in the squad. So it's going to be interesting to see how we criticize that when we were playing with like 5. You know what I mean? Our best defender, Casemiro, Aribi, they need to leave. Oh, yeah, but what are you saying, bro? Like, have you been even listening to the conversation? Okay. I don't know if you have been listening to what we've been talking about, Noah, but we've been talking about that in sort of a same way. But at the end of the day, you can't get a player out if there's no one coming in for the player. It just doesn't work like that, bro. Exactly, 100%. This is what I'm saying. There's some positives to be taking out of this. You know what I mean? The players must be sold. At the same time, we could only sell players if offers come in. More players are needed. Casemiro at 6 is a disaster now. Yeah, he had a terrible game last night, right, Compost? Bro, wow, didn't look too good at all. Wow, that was crazy. You know what I mean? Now, I'm the only guy here that's actually worked in professional football. Probably. Brendan, let them know. Big up. Big up United are red. Yeah, I keep telling man them Xerxes could play left wing, he could play right wing. It's gonna be interesting this season, bro. Anthony is on the likes. Does anyone have an Anthony kit? If you do, don't be ashamed. This season is going to be a big uprising for the young Brazilian. I think a lot of players are going to improve in the season, guys. You know what I mean? Last night was not. He is not a winger, but he can play on the wing. Jarwick. You know what I mean? He plays across the entire front three. That's at least that's what I know of him. To be fair, yeah, probably it's probably going to happen today, and we have to pay 55 million because of Euro injured months. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna pay. I think we're gonna get the player in. Yes, exactly. And this is the interesting thing. Martinez is key to what we do coming out from the back, and unless we get another center back that can fill his role, it's one of those things. Stephanie, your line word man's too long, Stephanie. Too long. Too much Fred. You know, I heard if you step on Papi's foot, his mouth opens. Food. The manager has no control over impact injuries. When someone carries a knock and is played and get hurt, only then you can start pointing a finger at the manager. 100%, Yali, big up for that. Can I ask you, the Liverpool manager has been there 5 minutes and has a style of play. What style of play does he have? The same style of play that they played under Jurgen Klopp? I mean, they've been coached that way for 9 years, my bro. What are you saying? What are you actually saying? Does this even make sense, bro? Like literally, I know you want the manager out, but don't be lazy with your arguments, bro. You know what I mean? Come in, make an actual comment that makes sense. You know, a team that has been playing together for 9 seasons, an academy that has been coaching a style of play for 9 seasons, and they got a manager who plays almost a very, 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 very similar style of play. It's no brain science there, my bro. It's gonna be a transition, an easier transition. I guess ETH was really embarrassed in that interview because in another interview in Holland, he was downgrading Slot. He was. I'll have to check that out. Share it with me on Twitter, bro, if you have the time. Big up to you. Can we get a hit? I don't know about the today. Here we go, bro. I know everyone has been flying back to Manchester. They should be arriving in the next couple hours. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens today. I know negotiations are ongoing for several players, you know, not just Mazarari and Delit, but Ugarte as well as Rabio. You know what I mean? There's also some talks for a possible defensive signing, another centre back. You know, we might be revisiting the Kadioglu deal. Let's see how that goes. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes going forward. There's been some reports that we might be in for Maximilian Bayer from Hoffenheim as well. I can't say it's going to happen today, but I'm expecting this week to be a madness because it's the last 4 weeks of the transfer window and Man United have to get the business done. I think Amad Diallo had a bad game last night. To be fair, I think he's done better in the other preseason games, but it's at the same time he's not going to be perfect every single game. Harry Amas, he was decent last night as well. I think he played a little bit on the ball too much. He had a lot of stray passes as well, but at the same time he's a youngster. He's going to grow. He's expected to make these mistakes, just like Ahmad. You know what I mean? So it's going to take time, guys, and they're going to improve, especially when we get better players playing next to them. You know what I mean? Everyone play left wing apart from Anthony, it seems. Ah, big up, Stephanie. Is there a platform for Liverpool manager for Ten Hag? It's just started. 100%. 100% Kingdom. Liverpool fans celebrating a win against us like they win the UCL. Well, I mean, we knocked them off of the FA Cup last season, and they could not beat us otherwise. You know what I mean? Imagine Liverpool have not beaten Manchester United once in 22 in 23-24. Not once. Oh, actually, and we drew 2-2, right? Didn't we we draw against them 2-2? Something like that. It's crazy. It's mad. It's mad, bro. It's mad. Liverpool, it's mad. It's mad about their fans. They talk about it's just preseason, and then when they win, you know what I mean? Big up, big up. We can play decent football with this coach. That's simple science. What? Wow, that makes even less sense to me. Rabiot or Fofana or Manuel Ugarte or Subamendi or Hajun in Manchester United. Possibly, possibly. You have Pep ball, slot ball, Ateta ball, even Ange ball. What is ETH ball? Let us know. Well, I mean, you haven't actually seen slot ball yet. I mean, they're still playing, they're still using basically the system that Jurgen Klopp uses. It's just, he has like one or two slight changes in it. At the same time, give it time, bro. You have seen 8 of their starters for next season start against a Manchester United team in the first half who played 5 youngsters. That's interesting. We didn't even play our best. You know what I mean? Our best 8 like they had. Because 8 of those players who started yesterday are going to be starting for Liverpool when the season opens. So, in my honest opinion, I think we're not there yet. We're a work in progress. I think you guys are asking for a little for I mean, based on the standards, you're not wrong, but right now where we are in terms of our progression, it's gonna take a little time. But I do think we're gonna improve. And so what? And what if we beat them in the season in the first game? What are you guys gonna say then? Slot ball, ETH ball, or were we lucky? I'm just asking for a friend. You know what I mean? The heat is on. Big up 22. No, I think you're looking at it wrong. I think in my honest opinion, I think Garnacho and Ahmad or Garnacho, Sancho and Ahmad, those are the starting wingers next season. I think Rashford is going to be coming off the bench, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Wow, the heat is on. Next week on Saturday or on Sunday, one of them will fit. You don't even know when the Community Shield is, bro. Yeah, it's on the 10th, bro. The Community Shield is on the 10th or the 8th. I think it's Friday, to be fair. All right, let me bring up the information about the Community Shield so you guys will know exactly when the Community Shield is. Let's get that there going. All right, Community Shield. Boom. The Community Shield is on Saturday, my bro. Big up to you, Noah. So it's on Saturday. We will be playing Manchester City next week, Saturday, as it's, you know what I mean? Let's see how it goes. Big up for that. And, it should be a decent performance. I expect us to play a stronger team. Exactly. This guy has impressed me a lot as well. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing from him in the midfield. I would like just to get Ugarte, and have him as the backup and coming and play some minutes. I think Collier has been very much one of our top performers in the preseason overall, and he's been getting a lot of well-deserved minutes in his legs. Yeah, Bennett was praising his work with Rude. 100%. Bennett has been doing great as well. He didn't get a chance to feature last night, but I would have liked to seen him get some minutes as well. Big up to Luke Shaw. Hopefully he will be back as well for the Community Shield, if not the first game against Fulham. The issue is that Collier will cause too many fouls. You can't do that anymore in the Premier League if you want to succeed. Uh, I mean, Amrabat does create more fouls than he does in a game, to be fair. Big up. D know you, bro. Rashford off the bench. Nah, not in a million years. Why not, bro? Why is that hard to believe? You know what I mean? It's not that hard to believe that Rashford could be coming off the bench. You know what I mean? Sancho has been performing better than him this entire preseason. And if Sancho stays, I expect Sancho to start ahead of him. You know what I mean? I expect Garnacho to start ahead of him. I even expect Ahmad to start ahead of him, all based on performance, bro. So unless it's not based on performance and you're okay with that, I'm just saying what I think. Big up to you, Sniper Man. What's good, broski? Rodri does cause the most fouls at City, but he almost gets fouled just as much, the same amount as fouls as Bruno, which is interesting considering his position. Well, I mean, Rodri dives a lot. You know what I mean? It's just natural in the style of football that he plays. He always dives and holds his legs and rolls around and screams, and it's pretty much a theatrical performance from Rodri a lot of times. You know what I mean? Darkro, didn't you say this before the FA Cup final? You said we were going to lose 10-0 before the FA Cup final, didn't you? Yeah, well, you were wrong about that. Maybe you might be wrong about it again. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know this is happening, but it happens, bro. Yeah, it's apparently, there's a lot of articles talking about it. I was showing an article earlier that said medical book Man United have major breakthrough in pursuit for Bayern Munich star. It's reported that his medical is scheduled for Tuesday, while we already have the outgoing medical for Wan-Bissaka scheduled at West Ham for the same date. So as long as those deals are completed, I don't see why not. You know what I mean? Erik Ten Hag also hinted in his press conference about a new role for Jadon Sancho, possibly at the false nine. Let's see how it goes with that. A lot of, in my opinion, I think Jadon Sancho has been sharp. He's in through preseason. Of course, he has a lot to prove, more than all of his players, more than a lot of the players in the squad. He has a lot to prove, not only to earn the respect back of the fan base, but to also, with his play, you know, redeem himself for what the mistakes he has made last season and for all of the non-performances in the previous seasons. So I think it's going to be a big season for a lot of players in Manchester United, and I expect them all to rise to the occasion. You know what I mean? Janaiba Mendy's coming in. We need to treat Sancho right. He's one of the best. I would say one of the best talents, bro. I could agree with that. You know what I mean? We should have, we had lots of great talents, but our best winger left to Marseille, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? Let's get to 1,000 subscribers before the PL starts. Big up to Manu Tata in the building. What's good, guys? Don't forget to smash those likes. It really helps the channel grow, and every single like counts. It shares the channel to the next possible subscriber, guys. So if you can help me out and smash those likes, my target today is 50 likes. I hope you guys can help me get to 50 likes on the stream. That would be really awesome, guys, as it will help the channel immensely. And yes, like Manu Tata is saying, the goal is 1,000 subscribers before the season begins. Hopefully, if we can get there, maybe possibly buy the Community Shield, that would be even better. Big up to you guys coming in. I'm worried. No, they just confirmed Obi Martin. He's doing his medical this morning. He's conducting his medical this morning. So you should get confirmations on that today. Don't worry about that. Don't stress too much. Bro, Sancho is going to get minutes. Trust me. I am telling you. A lot of people don't know. Erik Ten Hag, I think he fancies Jadon Sancho. I believe Sancho is one of the suited to our style even more than Marcus Rashford, bro. And I think last season, yes, they had that falling out. But I think Erik Ten Hag was more than upset. I think he was frustrated and disappointed because he showed a lot of protection for Jadon Sancho in his first season. So, guys, you have to look at it. Maybe Sancho was not upset with Anthony. Maybe he was upset with Marcus Rashford starting. Jadon Sancho wants to play off the left wing. So why people keep associating him with starting over a right winger when that's not where he wants to play? We have to look at it more objectively, guys. Jadon Sancho's competition lies with Marcus Rashford because they both want to play the left wing. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Sniper Man, I'm gonna order it this week, maybe on Wednesday. But I'll let you guys know when I do. Actually, to be fair, share the stream on all social media platforms, please, please, guys, please share the stream. Yeah, they should be talking about it today. I know when his medical is confirmed, they will come out and report medical done, all things observed. Here we go, would come from Fabrizio, and everyone's waiting for that. Yeah, bro. 50 versus 65, yet double the fouls made. Hmm. Yeah, we were underdogs in the FA Cup, and that's why we won. But City are underdogs in the Community Shield, and that's why they will win. Why are City underdogs in the Community Shield now? I mean, aren't they Manchester City? They didn't just win the Premier League as well. You know what I'm saying? It's the best talent we have right now. I could agree with that. To be fair, yeah, I could agree with that. To be fair, it's best talent we have right now on the wing, possibly. Yeah. Big up to you, Brendan Chappelle. Those fouls killed the flow of play and B forced players to argue with the ref the whole time, getting frustrated and frustrating the ref. 100%. Why nobody talk about Mount and Eriksen? They walk in the pitch. I promise Hannibal deserves his chance in a few matches. Yeah, bro, I watched that Mason Mount. To be fair, I don't know why we purchased him. I know a lot of people might be mad at me for saying that, but I don't see what he does well. He runs a lot. That's the only thing I can say. Because apparently, since he moved to Man United, he don't get shots on target. You know what I mean? He just aims at the keeper and shoots. He gets a lot of chances and he wastes them all. He doesn't create much for the team going forward, but he's pretty good off the ball. So I don't know, bro. Maybe, for me, I think Hannibal, like I keep saying to you on Molemond, Hannibal is a very, very talented player. But the biggest problem with him is his mentality, you know what I mean? His emotional mindset during games. He needs to have some more humility. It would unlock him. It would make him such more a better player. And I don't know. I think that's what kept him back from being one of the regular starters at Man United. I would have rather him playing yesterday than Mason Mount, to be honest. I'm being real. Yeah, but Mukoko went to Marseille, bro. So he's already a done deal to Marseille, my bro. Big up. Sancho is upset with Rashford starting. Sancho is Rashford his side chick? I don't know, bro. I don't know. City always win. How are they the underdog? 100%. City just beat Chelsea 4-2 last night. They are clear favorites. Your expectation is finishing top four, winning the FA Cup, Europa League, Carabao Cup, but I don't think we're not gonna. I don't think we're not gonna challenge for the PL title. I mean, I never think we're gonna challenge for the PL title this season. To be fair, that's a pipe dream. But I think we will be challenging for the Europa League. I think we might definitely be defending the FA Cup. The Carabao Cup is iffy. We could possibly do it as well. But definitely, I'm hoping to get top four and, win the Europa League. That's my real major goal this season. If we could defend the FA Cup as well, bonus. Bonus. Big up to that. 26 lights, guys. Let's keep going. I have like 5 more minutes before I gotta go. I've been here a little bit long. I need to get some breakfast. Both Mount and McTominay had big chances last night and fluffed their lines too many times, Stephanie. Too many times. Did Liverpool mini thrashing shook me? Nah, bro. Why would it shut? Why would? Bro, I've seen Man United do worse, bro. I've seen Man United lose to MK Dons, Chesterfield, and shit. I've seen Man United lose to some kind of teams. I'm like, what? Bro, I've seen it. I've seen it all, bro. I've seen it all. You know what I mean? So I know Man United is gonna be back to where we go and back where we need to be soon. I just know that we need a few players to come in. Some of these players need to wake up and smell the coffee and realize they are there to win and not there for everyone to feel sorry for them. Because I always hear about how these players feel and how these players feel, but I'm not hearing about their responsibility. We're paying them in lucrative salaries. We endorse them, we support them as fans all around the world. Where's their responsibility to give effort for that? You know what I mean? Where are their responsibilities to be everything that they are hyped to be for the fans? All these players have a responsibility to perform the best they can possibly perform for not only themselves, for the club, and for the fans. And my biggest gripe with some of these players is that they don't deliver, and then they blame everything else but their own sad shit performances. You know what I mean? It's like before they blame themselves for being shit, they want to make an excuse about someone. Oh, my feelings are hurt. This, that. Guys, come on. This is football. And while I'm not saying I don't I don't agree with anyone abusing players and calling them names. These players owe us a duty of care to perform. You know what I mean? They're getting paid properly. You know what I mean? They deserve to do better. They have to. Yeah, big up to UK7. Yeah, Trini in the house. What's good? What's good? Chilling. It doesn't get any worse than getting knocked out of the UEFA Cup by Rota Volgograd. Bruh. Man, them don't know. Man, them don't know. How did we ever lose to Rota Volgograd? I still, bro. As a youth man watching that game, I was like, wow. Bro, I was feeling sick. Like, I probably didn't want to go to school the next day, to be fair, but bro, this happened. These things happen. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell, Steph. Some of these players just believe their own hype, bro. And I think a lot of fans, stuck in the fact that, a player might be from the academy. I mean, I would love our entire starting 11 to be academy players at some point. That is the pinnacle of success for me. Because then we don't need to go and buy someone because we're producing it at home. And that will always be something more rewarding and fulfilling. No, bro, we're talking about we're talking about players in the squad in general, Brendan. I'm not specifically speaking about a specific player. I'm just saying there are lots of players in the squad that believe their own hype. You know what I mean? And they don't deliver. And I mean, as much as we could say Bruno had a bad season last season, he still had a better season than most players who had a bad season and it was way worse. So for me, it's like, these players need to start delivering. Look at like Michael Jackson sing about the man in the mirror. Like, I feel like some of these guys never heard this song in their life. You know what I mean? They don't know how to talk to the man in the mirror and say, listen, I need to be better. And then do it. You know what I mean? Football is about playing football, bro. It's not about promises and all the nice words and flowery comments and, all these great speeches. Football is about kicking the ball on a pitch, scoring goals, winning a game, doing your best, working hard. That's the end of the day. This is what I want to see from the entire squad going forward. 100%. No, he didn't. Bruno had more goals than McTominay, and he had more assists. So, and this was Bruno's worst season. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say Bruno is an example, Brendan. I would say Bruno is the exception, to be fair. Big up. Bro, like, senior players in the squad need to step up this season. If not, they need to be sold. 100%. We have former professional player in the chat. He can reveal himself. Big up to Brendan Chappelle in the comments. If you guys don't know, you know. This is the dude right here. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was pretty nice to have a little chill conversation with you guys. There's, like I say, guys, there's, only reports, the confirmed reports, as Mazarawi still in talks with Dalot. We're in talks with Rabiot. Should find a conclusion on most of these talks on Monday. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is still reported to be leaving. There's also reports that Scott McTominay could be leaving. Like I've been saying to you guys, there's reports that Fenerbahce are willing to come in with a bid for Victor Lindelof. We're hoping that they save us from another season of him and they come in. But let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? I don't really expect Maguire to leave, but it still might be a strong possibility as well. I do expect, however, some players to come into the club, the likes of Manuel Ugarte, the likes of Matthijs de Ligt, as well as Mazraoui to be coming in. I also expect Rabiot to be signed because you know what? He's on a free. I expect Eriksen to be moved on, more likely to Anderlecht. He may take the deal for Ajax, but I think Anderlecht is coming with the bigger money. There's also reports that Galatasaray are interested in Christian Eriksen. They might make a bid somewhere in the region of 5 million euros. I'm hearing that we will accept it right away, and the player will just have to give his green light then for personal terms. And big up to that. So, and at the same time, guys, I feel like it's gonna be very interesting to see how we go forward with the signings and the players coming in. There's also might be a shock striker signing. I will keep talking about Maximilian Bayer. We are heavily linked with him right now, according to reports in Germany, as well as the possibility of signing a next centre back and possible midfielder. Reports have surfaced in the last couple of days that Richard Rios has been the target of Everton, and Man United are said to be waiting in the wings to see if Everton could agree a deal to hijack that deal as well. Let's see how it goes, guys. It's going to be more interesting. I'm hoping that tomorrow or maybe tonight we will have some certainly improved news, and I will be able to come in and say, you know what, here we go, moves are on. Big up to all of you coming in. Big up to all of you coming in. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for all of you being here. Big up to you, Brendan Chappelle. Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. Big up to you, Jarwick. Big up to you, Manu Tata. Big up to you, Beef Bully. Hope you're good, my brethren. Hope all is well. Yeah, I think we would do well, bro. We need a few more players in the squad, but I think it will be better, bro. Big up to you, Jarwick. Big up to you, Unmelamond. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I know it was kind of disappointing that we did not win last night. I know the performance seems like it's a lot worse than it is, actually, guys. Big up to you, Sniper Man, Yali Malmin. Big up to all of you coming in, GB. Big up to everyone. Big up to Randon, Lewis, Nero. Big up to all of you legends in the chat. Noah Theodore. Big up to you, Shichiv, Kenny Fan TV, Dark Crow. Big up, guys. Roberto Antonio, big up to you, my brother. Matata United as well. Olmo, big up to you. You know, come in sometime, my bro. You know, like we have a stream tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to have a stream where if you want to come in and have your say, bro, I will drop the link in the comments and you could come in and give your opinions on the manager, what your thoughts are, what you think we should be doing. And anyone could come in, guys. So I will welcome you guys to the stream. Later on, I will open up the lines when I come back in, possibly sometime around 8 p.m. UK. We'll be seeing how that goes. Big up to you, Mark Davies and Kingdom FC. And I will catch you guys later. It's been your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan, with the daily update, Manchester United news. And you know what? A little bit of my views, guys, as well. I would extremely be happy if you guys could continue liking, subscribing the stream, and sharing the comments around, guys. It helps the channel grow immensely. What? Big up to you, Esco. Boy. Jarwick, you on crack? Crackpot. Catch you guys later, bro.